Spot, though. Why don't we send in the fencer dude? He's very different. He's all about pouncing on enemies and hitting really fast. That might be a better style. Why don't we reopen the Casino of Sin? See if we can make any more profit. And we'll give you 5 minutes to make your predictions. You can earn fabulous cash prizes. Asterisk, see footnote, not actually cash. Enter your predictions now. Kaboom. Okay, so what's this guy do? I kind of know what he is. So he tackles enemies, hits very fast, and then gets his shields back by doing so. I guess all of his abilities are pretty great. We want to kind of charge them evenly, don't we? Oh, what's his bonus? J-Hack up. Ooh, up. A mini drone at company is applying vulnerable. Okay. So normally he can't debuff, but if we can apply vulnerable. Yeah, this is pretty good. This is a 3-card Monty thing. We'll go center. Yeah, the rapier. So you know, the last lady has a claymore thing. It's got a little rapier. It's got a lot less reach, but he can boost the. He can boost his attack speed quite a lot. Wow, little buddy's already applying armor break to these guys. Very good. High stakes. Are people putting serious cash in there? Oh wow. Wow. You know, Andrew K has opinions about correct titanium usage. Alright, so we want to focus on everything that is... Well, shield related would be nice. Also, attack speed related. Oh, he can also do the tackle in the air, which is pretty great. So, since he's good at restoring shields, maybe we'll go grab the thing that gives you a bonus for having full shields. Oh, I see. So the internal transfers don't bother you. It's the final expenditure that matters. So yeah, it increases your attack if your shield is full. Gotta try. Alright, so we just came out of Sector A. Let's go try Sector B. But how do you really feel, Andrew? Ooh, an epic. For several critical attacks, you will receive some heal. While the enemy is poisoned. He does have a reasonable critical chance, so maybe that one would be quite good. I'd have to remember where that is, though, and it's like 5 chips. Patrick asked, what was the cooperative game yesterday? The cooperative game yesterday was me doing my second job. But we should have another one coming up pretty soon. Oh, there's a boss. I will always keep that schedule up to date in the Discord. I think some folks were talking about a unnamed game that Voxamandius purchased, that he's therefore obligated to play with us. Agile attack, yes. You can't read it. Wow. You can either employ people or you can be literate.
Garfield Kart Furious Racing. I thought you'd never ask.
Thank you, Vox, I think. Oh, the vulnerability is really nice. Okay. Now, of course, we have no real ranged option other than just tackling the enemy, but maybe that'll work. Oh, you don't need my channel to power watch with all of these fine folks. They will do so out of pure joy. It's kind of amazing the mixture of people I've heard just getting addicted to that. Okay, so this is the tank boss. We don't have to kill him. I don't know why we're gendering our murder tanks, but we are. Wow, my vulnerable drone dude is very proactive and assertive. I dig it. Alright, let's go by the critical healing. So that means for this run, I won't heal by killing, I heal by critting. Wonder how that's going to change what I do in practice. Probably not much. Having some little form of healing is nice, even though he does have the shield as backup. How much do I like these lasers? Oh god. Whoa, 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 whoa. Buddy, no! Oh god, I saw that coming. Okay, that's fine. Pew pew! Embrace the lasers. It's actually 15, but he has shielding, so somehow the shield helps with that impact. Oh, I completely forgot about his haste spell. I should be casting that when I have the time. Oh, you probably got captured to be away from your children, you lunatics. Let's try that. Not any real pivotal consoles yet, though. Let's see what's here. Oh, no. Well, there's one. Chances of a critical. Well, that might be good because criticals heal me now. Yeah, I really like the dash. Kind of locks on, even in the air. Oh, we just came this way. So that's Bossy Boss we're not doing. I got really turned around on this level already. Weird construction. Let's start over from over here. Sector B. I guess Sector A is where we started, but we didn't actually look at most of it. Can't get that way. Here. Hello. Is it bedtime for Gojo? See you soon. Oh boy. Infection shredder. Oh, these are all kind of like. Well, these are 2 healing based ones. Do I need 2 healing chips? Probably not. We'll see which one turns out to be better. A holy surface. I'm afraid they're getting their hopes up a little high. Initiation shredder. Do I want a bunch of damage chips or survival chips? Oh, this seems really good against bosses, doesn't it? Increases your damage on every hit until you kill the enemy. Should try that one. It's not that expensive either. So many to choose from. They're always kind of riddled with doubt about what you've selected. This looks like a gauntlet room. We can probably handle this just fine. Oh, hello. Cool part is that he gets electricity back by hitting, and then his ultra makes him hit faster, so it kind of restores itself pretty quickly. Ooh, that's a sweetie laser. Okay, here's the zone exit. I feel like we haven't gotten quite as many cool chips as we did last time. I know we have a lot of chips. We'll peek over here just in case. Oh, there's a prison over there. It's probably worth looking at. Just need to remember that this is the exit. Potato chips, totally. No, those would be way overpowered. Yeah, so that's okay. So when he's in hasted mode, turns into a smoothie blender. Am I a real rebel? Oh, but I'm there. Attack speed. Part of the damage that you receive is not applied, but is transferred to your Vesta instead. That'd be really good. Because that's like the meta currency that I don't really need that much of anymore. Ooh. Level up? I don't deserve that. Oh, that's Sector D. Okay. Did we look at the Sector C console yet? Pretty sure we did. No, wait. Well, why didn't we buy these things? Wait a minute. I bought these, and then the higher level versions are here. Didn't think the shop refreshed itself like that. That's it. I mean, I'll take them. Yeah. Or no, wait, maybe I didn't come back this way. I'd be hallucinating. Why do I hear little enemy jerks? Oh, it's just you. Ooh, that's almost perfect for him too. He doesn't need banishment. Maybe what I'll do is get rid of one of these. Yeah, having a better attack speed when my shield is full is a virtuous circle he's got. I have just enough chips for it. It's 3. Yeah, his shield's full. So he's like slash 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 slash. Alright, I think we're time for Riptor. I think I've got a good baseline. I just need to rank these up.
Doom, 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 doom. Doom, 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 and doom. Llama hat.
Can anybody see if Femora's internet is working? I think we're just getting some weird little signal noise. Thank you very much for the cheer, Gamora, I think. Doom. At least we know it's the genuine article. I see. These are the most bandwidth critical tasks we can come up with. Oh, he does have a better floaty combo than the last character, too. In fact, the ability to float with your attack combo might be very important for that boss. But I think you have to actually connect with something for it to work. Now, the lack of ranged options is giving me some concern, but we'll burn that bridge when we get to it. Oh, what happens if I fall in the lava? In this game, you take some damage and then respawn. It's enough to not want to do it. Wait a minute, wasn't there a prison at the bottom of this spiral? Oh, there isn't. Interesting. It is definitely a queso-rich environment. I should find out. Am I learning something about how Gamora bet?
Liquid hot magma.
Ooh, that's an elite. Oh, not that elite. Okay. Yeah, his haste spell is actually really good. I should be using that more. I guess I like him too because his attacks are very low commitment. You don't have to lock your feet in place for 7 years after each swing. Commitment issues, totally. You talk about your feelings, I catapult you into the sun. At least I'm upfront about it. Red arrow, I don't trust you. Yeah, little pirate buddy's doing a good job. Ooh, oh, this has higher levels of it? Poisoned enemy, burning enemy. Where's the ones for vulnerable enemies? Alright, but this means I soak damage with my meta currency, which is a kind of an interesting little thing. How do I up? Oh, the hatch button's on the other side, I see. Oh, hi, buddy. Yeah, if I keep his haste ready to go, then he can basically melt each of these jail elites. Settle down, bro. Not that serious. Level up. I want to. What I'd love to do is get him more maximum shielding, because he can generate it really fast. Okay, so now he can haste himself for free if he dodges. But how the game defines a dodge is interesting. You have to actually pass through the hurt frames of the enemy. You can't just start rolling around willy-nilly. Oh, hi! You like willy-nilly? I think their music's gotten pretty derivative. How do I get to that console? That's a wild spot. Can I dash through? No. Huh. Actually, the best part about this drone is that by marking the enemies with vulnerable status, they're a lot easier to spot. No, 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 no. Okay. Alright, now this little platform wants to get me killed, right? Hurt frames? Yeah, you would. You thought your doubter badge would be non-public. Hash browns! The long shredded kind or the cube kind? Armored release. Maximum. This is exactly what I just asked for. Okay, 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 okay. What do we ditch for this? I guess this one? I mean, this is damage, but... Oh, that one's really strong, too. Yeah, we want to gain shield. Oh, man, do I want fearful? Maybe I can ditch the criticals? Yeah, I have to make peace with the fact that you can't do synergy with absolutely everything at all times. Oh, that's a big pickup. Alright, now what we need to do is make sure we find lots of prisoners. Which is usually just a matter of being thorough. No. Oh god, that platform wants to get me killed so badly. Get out. I did that whole spiral passage. Got some good stuff. Oh, hello. Yeah, that glide attack he's got is just too good. It's an instant distance closer. Out of war. Damage is increased, but your maximum health is greatly reduced. Oh, let's not go in that direction. damage. Oh, base damage and attack. Dang! And all the enemies are vulnerable now, so I have to take this. Way too many stuffs and things. No, let's try to find high rank versions of this stuff. But man, if this little drone dude is just gonna keep vulnerable on all the bosses and stuff, we are in good shape. Also, that glide attack can gain altitude if the enemy is higher than you. This is war. What do I get for rescuing prisoners? So normally you get this chip currency that allows you to buy these things.
Suck an egg. Chili bowl.
Can we get a Spud Moon Nom for Vox Amandius, please? Thank you, Vox. So normally the prisoners are there to get these chips, buy the upgrades, but I have a specific upgrade that also is going to raise my maximum shield every time I rescue a prisoner. So it's even more pressing to locate them. Oh, hi. Alright, so that's Sector B. Oh, we haven't really been in the hub here, have we? This is all brand new. Oh, enjoy your life down there, dude. Oh, am I rehoming the prisoners without consent? Protection of the fearful. That's poisoned enemies. This is healing. That and that. What I can't tell, and this is important, being strategical. Oh, why do I always dash away from those guys? What I can't tell is if the future console's loot pool takes your current loadout into consideration, or if it is purely random. Because if I'm inadvertently guiding, I know sometimes roguelites will be sneaky about that. Hit the odds either in your favor or against my favor. For now, I guess I'll just consider it to be random. Oh, that's a lot of lasers and that's a lot of parts. No, that's... Oh, there's some cover objects there for the lasers. Okay. Playing on baby difficulty? No, this is normal medium, I think. Interestingly, you can't change it in the middle of a save file. Vox Mandius is pretty aggressive about trademarking his quips. Oh, hello. They're at a vulnerable stage in their lives. Oh, that's not where we want to be standing. Oh, man, there's little spiky dudes everywhere. Okay. Yeah. That's how we do that. Oh, I think I probably did say that, didn't I? Oh, goody, math puzzle. 1, 3, 5, 7, 11. So they're increasing by 2, but then suddenly they increase by 4? So it would just be 15? Why? How do they justify not using 9? Unless these are primes. Oh, they're just primes? They're not odds. Okay. Okay, so 9 gets excluded because it's a prime. Oh, 1 is not a prime. Yeah, oh, wait, did we have this discussion? Okay, so 13 is a prime, right? Yeah. A shuriken. Ooh. God. Damn it. We need all of these. That's for healing. That's for speed. Suppose we just need like one form of attack speed.
A shuriken? Sure I can.
Okay, so there's our ranged option. Nice. Sure, Kieran. Stubborn. Executioner. They're giving me all the good stuff. I need more slots. Accurate force. Okay, well, at least we're getting the base attack speed high. I suppose there is a limit to how useful attack speed is. Before we start embellishing it further. Okay, we haven't seen the boss room yet. Let's keep an eye out. Really need more prisoners, too. Oh, we got a bubble puzzle. Ow. No! Stop it! Wait, how far down does it come? Not very. Oh, jeez. Alright. Come back to this one later. This looks like it's just trying to get me killed. Looks like we cleared this out. The name's super turned around. Let's see if we can get back to the hub. Wait, there's a prison portal there, right? Did we get to that one? No, it's kind of hidden. Or did I? Oh yeah, we did do this one. So it was eons ago. It's before we had the shield upgrade. Pretty sure that red arrow is a gigantic lie. But just in case, let's go follow the red arrow. the Lord is not very carbon neutral then. The Lord is squandering energy. Yeah, there must be another exit from this room in particular. Have to hop you? I guess I don't. Oh no, we have been there. Gosh. Where do I need to go? Need to get back to that 4-room hub. Unless this is a room exit. Oh yeah, it is. Oh, this is the boss. Okay, so... Now, this character should be well suited to the boss. Why? What's there lasers? Oh, no! Oh, you can't grab the low tilted one. Okay. Okay, oh, there's a prison cell there. Okay, that's the main thing that I was missing here. Can I get there in this room? Yeah, there just seems to be an unnecessary surplus of lasers here. Oh boy, hi guys. UFO attacking in the air. That's kind of nice if I had space for it, which I really don't. Poisoned enemy. I would like bonuses against vulnerable enemy. Which normally only the ninja dude can apply, but now I've got that fancy drone. Alright, that's the shield upgrades, so we just need to do that more. And I'm sure it's like the health one, where the shield will go up to a certain limit. Unless I get the perk higher. Alright, I think we're ready for the boss, and this character should be pretty good at melting this boss because I can kind of hit and run against him pretty well. Oh god. That's shield damage. We don't care about shield damage. Get lasered. Nerd.
How did you get here, human? Miss Prison, what's that in your bag?
Oops, nope. Yeah, that works fine. Budget concierge. Store brand concierge. Make the enemy vulnerable during a critical attack. Okay, so this would be a second source of vulnerable, but I still don't have like a really great synergy because this drone is just kind of doing what he's doing. Wish.com. I've seen some fantastic photos of what happens at Wish.com. Let's focus on the Ultra then, because keeping a haste up for a really long time. I can't imagine that it stays in business. I mean, and I guess it's dirt cheap, but surely at some point, even desperate people need to kind of know what they're expecting to buy. Hold on a second, what am I... Oh, is this like a... This memory? It's just a sequence, I guess. All right. Oh, full heal down there. Nice. Attack speed. Oh, here we go. Gain base damage when attacking a vulnerable enemy. But only... Well, this is a boss melter, isn't it? Because it'll last until I kill the enemy. I guess that would be more useful than, like, maybe the shurikens? Shurikens, I don't know. If I'm gonna be... They're gonna be blinking up to the enemy's face, and the shurikens are. Come on, little drone buddy. We got work to do. I forget who the prison warders are. Everyone's favorite Pokemon gym. Yeah, I do get concerned. When I see teleport puzzles in a big lengthy RPG dungeon, it seems like it's a substitute for proper map design. But these ones pretty isolated. Alright, where are the consoles? This is the stage where the consoles start to get a little bit more interesting. Oh, speaking of which, there's a console in that place. Robustness of the Destroyer. Damage of your attacks increases as long as you have all of your health. That seems like it would fall apart on bosses. Let's not do that. Llama Head of the Destroyer. Oh, there's so many heals around here. +2 equals 5. I don't think so. Ash Brown Hat? That's... Ooh. That sounds hot and oily. So these guys, they do swing their hammer a little bit longer. I gotta be a little more careful. Heck of the Stubborn. Executioner. More Fury. Now, my Fury Gain is okay. Fury Gain is kind of nice to build for, but you have to invest a lot in it. Dodge of the Executioner. Surgical Strikes. Oh, I think I had that earlier. I'd rather heal from the Vesta, I suppose. Or would I? Wow. Do I have multiple ranks in that? Yeah. A little bit more consistent. That's all it takes to set off Vox. Yeah, I do like the movement options this character has. Seriously, this game normally doesn't have nearly as many lasers. I suspect foreign influence. Yeah, his ultra's pretty cool. There's really no ambiguity about what it does. Luck of the Destroyer, Attack of the Executioner. Okay. Oh god. Okay, so here's the zone exit. This is where we want to be, to go to the colony core. But let us do a sweep for consoles first, because our stuff is not super... We actually have a rank 5 already, which is pretty fantastic, but... I want more power. Alright, Bubble, how are you going to troll me this time? Oh, good Bubble. What's our prize? Honey Stoner. It's definitely an underrepresented profession. This is the Sawblade boss. We don't have to fight him. Okay, so Sector B. All the important stuff is in Sector B. Let's try to remember that. Fast luck, agile shield. Hold on a second, I thought I was using agile shield. Oh no, strength of the destroyer. I think agile shield might be better now that I think about it. Well, that's damage. Yeah, let's go for speed. Oh, fast luck would be really good too. Yeah, I think swapping out the common ones and putting in rare ones, as long as we can find duplicates of those later to stack them, should be pretty good. That's what it's supposed to do. Okay. Yep. Putting everything in that. The damage doesn't matter so much if we're hitting that quickly. Oh, that's a laser. Okay. Oh no, we came through this room. Okay. Alright, so if Sector A is not as unexplored as we thought, should be looking at C and D. Although there's that whole business down there. I'm not sure how we reach that. Ooh, this looks vaguely unwelcoming. Plant's bag to the surface. Should not volunteer. And how do they know so much about our mission? Maybe they knew too much. That's why they got captured. There's more stuff up there, though, isn't there? We're going all in on attack speed, because even an attack that does 1 point of damage, when applied at an infinitely high rate, will still be hecka good damage. Oh, but they're little Bobby Boombas. Let's see, that's nothing that we can grab onto. Hello. This looks like a gauntlet room of some sort. Oh, I keep forgetting they have little... After they dash, they have that little dart. Okay. That's okay. That's like shield level damage. Everything is fine. Oh, hello. Everything is not fine. I think I reduced his haste requirement to 50 as well. Yeah, so he doesn't have to wait till 100 anymore. Initiation Shredder, Vista Symbiosis. Oh, this is keeping me alive, I think. What does he have all your health? I don't think I can bounce my health back quickly, so maybe that's not such a great one. But I wish they'd give me the values on these. But yeah, I'm totally fine soaking damage with my meta currency if I have to, because that can always be gained later. It'd be like in Dead Cells if you could just take damage to your cells. Okay, so that's D, and then we know that the boss is in. Oh no, we just did that part. Okay, so C and D loop back, and then B, so this gets us out of the zone. This place has got some nasties too. Oh, hello. Fast luck. Chance to increase your attack speed for a short time after attacking. Yeah. I don't know how the math on attack speed works. I know in some games speed is a erratically accelerating thing because it's like decreasing the interval, which means it's getting more and more dramatic as you decrease it. Not sure what it is in here, but for science, we're gonna go all in on attack speed and see what happens. Oh, hello! Okay, I mean, that happens. Alright, this place I think has the coolest atmosphere too. It's like a hydroponics garden, but sinister. Oh, good. We found the hub already. So we started in Sector A. Let's go check out B and C. It's wonderful when you can find the hub that early. Attack of the Fearful, stable shielding, accurate armor. Oh, this is going to be a very bad one. It only works when you have no shielding, and I regenerate my shielding extra fast. We got some... Oh my god, this is like... Nightmare difficulty. Oh, wait, maybe we got it. Wait, does this solve it? Hey, I thought one got through. Well, I'll take the ship. Seriously, like, who gave me this laser-related map seed today? I feel like I'm missing a whole bunch of stuff in that room. Maybe we'll look back through it. Oh, there's a Bossy Boss. Okay, so Bossy Boss is in Wing B. But I want to get a few more power-ups there. Let's see. Yeah, so as long as I can keep my haste ready for a big encounter. And I guess the problem is going to be is if there's like 2 elites in a row and then I won't have it. Laser? No, thank you. Another console there. We need you. Oh, those ones aren't dumb bombs anymore. Those are smart bombs. Hey, man, Epic is supposed to be the least common, but I've seen the robustness of the destroyer keep coming up. Oh, these are both... Okay, so these are very similar. But now they're both ranked up. So on a vulnerable enemy, my damage will keep increasing rapidly until that particular enemy is dead. Fair enough. Ooh. A quick bite after a backstab. Okay. Another path through here. Very nice. Yeah, as long as I like dart in and out, fine. Just something that the last character couldn't do. Oh my god! Okay, Pirate Bro, I need you to make him vulnerable. There we go, thank you. Now, that should be a good boss melter, though. If you can just keep the vulnerable debuff on boss. And my damage should take care of itself. Then all I have to worry about is maybe not dying. Not a fan. How many times must I die to say Grimhor? Burn of the Executioner, Bite of the Destroyer, Precision of the Fearful. I kind of like how they do the buffs in this game, though. Like, those are, like, kind of modular phrases that impose a condition and a benefit. So chances are you'll eventually find the thing that works for you. Alright, so that's C. We're gonna look at D, and then we know that the boss portal is in D. Oh my god, an elite tank thing? Alright, I guess that wasn't that bad. Actually, if I'm starting to melt elites now, we might be in good shape. But I don't really, I mean, my health is a lot lower than it was. A lot of catching up to do. Is he really a role model? I thought, like, weren't his, like, mortal deeds as governor or something, like, incredibly atrocious? Attack, killer, precise strike, bite of the fearful. Big more is punishment. I was trying to deflect. Oh. I'm getting worse luck with the stacking chips this time. Last run I got really lucky with finding the same chip, because how you get strong in this game is by finding the same chip over and over again, and then it keeps stacking. Ooh. Your damage increases, but your shield can never recharge and you cannot receive healing. Oh boy. Maybe for like the absolute final boss if this comes up in the last zone, otherwise, good lord. But I do like this one. Black Cannon, let's go. Yeah, I suppose you could get this and God of War at the same time, right? So you have low maximum health that can never recover. We can't tell yet whether they're being powered by tortilla chips or potato chips. Probably tortilla chips, because if it was potato chips, the conflict would have been over already, because they're OP. Oh my god! How do I get into this little business? Laser! Laser, please. There, I can see there's a box of loot up there. Oh, there we go. If at first you don't succeed, dive into the laser pit. Level up! Oh man, this guy's going crazy. Levels. Must be all the murder. No. Yeah, okay, so... Alright, Drone Buddy is finally pulling his weight now. The vulnerability is really stacking up nicely. I was about to send Drone Buddy to a administrative review. Stable Force, Vesta Medication. Ooh, this one's really good. Increase your damage when attacking a vulnerable enemy. And then this is the healing, so... Okay. Alright, finally we're finding some stackables. So we've got this to 5 and 5, 4, 3, 2, 2. Now, of course, these are the best ones I have. Some of these might not even have... I'm sure Agile Shield has a level. But unfortunately, it is a rare, so... Finding it again to rank it up is... not so simple. Also, what are we doing with the skill tree? We need one more point to... the haste buff. I don't think the duration increases, sadly. I think it only changes the intensity of the haste. Alright, Bubble. Trusting you, Bubble. Don't get me killed. Do not accept paychecks from Dromora, Bubble. Oh, traitor. Buy Vesta. Now those are increasing my, or those are absorbing damage for me, but the chips are for upgrading. I really don't want to burn those down to 0. Don't approve of this bubble. His anti-laser agenda has been clear for quite some time. Okay, so I think we're ready to go back to Sector B for Bossy Boss. B stands for boss. What's the pro strat for this particular boss then? Because I did it entirely ranged last time. But honestly, maybe. Maybe I have enough just Unga Bunga. So I've got 100 electricity for my haste. If I just go Unga Bunga with that. I can't remember if she warps a lot. I don't know if she has like invincibility phases, but I'll worry about that after I die. I
was designed to survive in the depths of the earth. Access to the surface is blocked. Get back in your cage.
I don't want to. Okay, so she does have a shield phase, but that wasn't it. Like, settle down, bro. Okay. Alright, so that was some field data. You make the enemy vulnerable when you have all your health. I don't think that's great. This is normally a fantastic upgrade, but I have Drone Buddy. He makes people vulnerable no matter what. So I think we're just gonna roll with Drone Buddy. It feels bad to leave the boss upgrade behind because it doesn't cost anything and then they're unique. Cool, thank you. Yeah, I mean, as far as like that roguelite thing where you can have 2 runs feel really different, they're doing a good job of that. And I think the builds are like just broken enough, like just breakable enough without being too unbounded. Localized attack, action of the executioner, this poison. The chemist is pretty strong to use. It's a bad console. It should feel bad. Whoa, 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 what are you doing to the... Oh, you can't shield that. Oh my god! Alright, well, your friend is gone. Yeah, so the fact that the vulnerability intensifies with every hit is pretty smexy.
Exclamation mark, meat hat. Meat hat. Meat hat.
Oh my god, you got me killed. I mean, hello, story. Meat hat. Wait a minute, how is Story Raider here? I thought Story Raider was in Europe? Or is Story Raider waking up? Wait, if I get Eurozone, folks, does that mean I'm too late? No, it is the children who are along. It's 7 a.m. That still doesn't explain why you are awake, right? Why would anybody be awake at 7 a.m. No matter what country they're in. I'm gonna put that up to jet lag. Thank you very much for the kind and generous subscription. And as everybody knows, Storywriter is the trailblazing, earth-shattering leader of the language lessons. So that means we are going to learn these together. I already kind of know what some of these are, so this is totally new. But we do have next one up on the list is Japanese.
46.
Yeah, we know that.
46.
Yonjuroku. I knew that one. How do they figure out who gets to place these? You're surrounded by Dutch right now? Oh, I can't help you there. I don't know if my cheat sheet covers it. And then we also have Spanish, which should also be pretty. I mean, it's 46.
46.
Yeah, seis. That is Spanish. Oh, cause all right, yeah. And then we do have Swahili. I don't know if the Google is so great at that. Oh, it is. Okay. Oh goodness. All right, it's Arobaini Nasita. Kind of digging this. Also, I'd like to know more about the Google Translate bot. Stephen Hawking bot. That's right. Whatever. There must be some sort of speak and spell logic that Google uses. I don't know. But you woke up because your presentation is in a couple hours. Okay, well, hopefully we can. Yeah, everybody give like super thoughts and prayers to Story. She's doing amazing, professional stuff's advancing everybody's knowledge about Barack Obama and his invention of space rabies. Okay, so that's the 4th point. That means we should be able to max out this. Doing okay. This is salty run back number 2 of the evening. Seeing if we can liberate the world from Siri and Alexa. Alright, so how much do I heal from this guy? Is not enough. Oh, you're gonna explode. Okay, that's fine. Exploding is legal for now. My criticals aren't so bad either. Oh my god! Okay, maybe attack speed versus power does have a limit where it's no longer great. Wait. No. Why with the explodey drones? Okay. Okay. I want to get back to that prison area, though. Wait, where is this vent going? I'm so turned around. A lot of my navigations are just trying to, like, stay alive for a couple of seconds. Don't worry. Luli is covering nose and mouth before sneezing in this channel. I hope Story's feeling well too. I have a really bad track record of catching infections anytime I air travel. Maybe it's because I don't do it enough, and so my immune system is all soft. Alright, but I've had some pretty epic vacations that have been significantly stymied with a cold or a flu. Let's see, is there... there. KN95? Is that a medicine? Oh my god! Oh, that's right, they can't be vulnerable when they have the armor on. Yeah. To break the armor plate first. I think I did have Indonesian food in either Netherlands or Belgium back when I was tiny potato. Lord. Okay, I gotta be a lot less reckless with these encounters that have more than one enemy. Oh yeah, there's this warp back here. Oh, the mask, right? Oh yeah, I think I remember hearing people talk about them as 95 mask. I mean, when masks, when they were first being discussed, it seemed like it was more about protecting others around you. I don't think anyone thought that they'd offer much protection yourself, especially if you're, you know, knitting them out of wool yarn or something. This looks like a guessing game. Hey, successful. Do I want chips? Yeah, hell yeah, I do. 3 chips for 1,000 monies. Yeah, I definitely have those available at my office workplace. Oh. Nurses college and all of that. Alright, what are we living up with, my dude? Boost your speed after you dodge, or get your shields back when you're hitting. Probably that one. Although they're both pretty useful. Do want to kill this guy. Let's get the hatch open. I don't know if I'm gonna need it, but I want to try out this little elevator. I think there's sometimes goodies in here. Yeah. Okay, good. The kamikaze robots are not particularly sinister. So they move pretty slowly. Oh my god. I almost wonder if I want to air float these guys, because it seems like it... Okay, let's not do that. That's not meant to happen. Why with the flames? Okay, I talked about the explodey guys not being so bad. They're pretty bad. Oh, wait, do I heal from these summoned minions? I don't think so. Okay. Okay, I definitely healed from the big. Couple outposts. Okay, we need to find the zone exit and stop falling in pits. Yeah, I think I can distinguish those N95 masks. They're more voluminous, right? Like it's got a little bit more breathing space in the front. People don't typically have them pressed against their mouth. Oh my god, it's a conveyor! Why?
Please avoid the glow lasers, Screamer.
Thank you, Max. They're so glowy though. Alright, this is a bad spot to be in. Alright, slightly less bad now, even less bad now. Yeah, it's interesting how the damage scales up so quickly when they're vulnerable, which makes me really a little bit more hopeful about the boss. Of course, the boss still does ridiculous damage, but if I have the option of at least super duper melting him, and there's the stage exit. Okay, should we go in there now? Oh boy. Oh, fighting these guys is bad because I don't have range attack and I need kind of like sustained time with them to do damage, which is bad. This looks terrible. You know, a stage is bad when enemies are just kind of like randomly dying off screen because they're falling into pits and stuff. Where's the upward path here? Because I can see there's a console there. I think that elevator in the back is just kind of decoration, right? Yeah. Oh wait, there's a switch directly under me. Into lasers? Well, it kind of is. The switch for that hatch is directly under the lasers. But I think we can crawl under it. Okay. Thank you for your wise guidance. Oh god, that guy just fell right in. Okay. Mine too. Sighted Executioner level 4. Very good. So that means that my damage will scale up against the vulnerable target even faster. And these enemies just fall right through these open hatches. I can't decide if that's a good thing or not. Oh wait, didn't that hatch open? Wait, which one am I opening? Oh, that one. Okay, okay. That's a good spell. I feel like that spell. Everything's a spell now. I'm kind of worried about my overall frailty, though. This guy has more shielding, but less health.
Why isn't there a potato cannon?
Potato cannon? Diamondback, the game you want to play is called Immortal Redneck. There's a potato cannon there. It's pretty epic. We had a lot of fun with that. It has Twitch integration, so that chat can directly sabotage the player.
Ballistics.
Herbalistics. Nice. A little slow on the draw there, drone buddy. Oh, good. Oh, no, he didn't kill himself. I don't know what that guy's driving at. Oh, God! Oh, that's spy lasers. Yeah, those aren't lined up with me. Okay. Epic surgical strikes. Criticals. Healing after criticals. That wouldn't be so bad, but we really shouldn't be recalibrating to a tier 1 ship at this point. In fact, we should probably just go to the next zone before we lose all our health.
An ACAR 15.
Diamondback, thank you very much for the sharing car 15. Yeah, I mean, we do have, like, international conventions to worry about. We don't want to be caught using OP stuff. Oh man, it's like a stealth game now. I just don't want to engage these idiots. Thank you for the cheat. I keep forgetting that you can put the Isaac face on a cheer. Alright, so do we up? Okay, what are the chances that we're gonna find a meaningful upgrade? Because the drone, I don't think those level up. I think you just either have them or you don't. Agile shield, I really had more hopes on upgrading that one. These could go up to a little higher level. But it's probably safest if we just go straight for the boss once we're able to. Oh god. Oh no, it's another concierge. Oh yeah, okay, so yeah. High attack speed with the stacking vulnerability is a little bit busted. What on earth? What is even happening in this room? Those tackle guys are so scary. Oh, I see. The shield is a jabate. You touch it, it blows up in your face. Alright, but then that opens. Yeah, getting the Vesta conversion for healing worked out pretty well. I think having one healing chip is kind of nice for any character. It's just a matter of which one you want. Oh god. You don't approve? Oh, don't worry. We still have that gigantic blue ball boss coming up. Sure, he will fulfill Grimoire's every wish. Travel from here. I know what I said. Alright, level up, not really. Wait, is this the hub though? That's a good... That's a good start. Little mini tank. I'm just throwing out these tanks like they're regular enemies. Oh god! Oh, everybody's so tackly! Stop it! We're alive. Yeah, but if you're ever gonna, that's why every good flirting technique has a little eject lever, right? Like, no, I was actually just talking about that homework assignment. Alright, so we came out of Zone A. Wow, this looks like toxic bullying. I'm gonna try to destroy that little heal turret thing first. Nope. Oh, let's... Okay, we're gonna pretend that the correct path is not in Sector B. I have no supporting evidence, but I prefer for my emotional health that it is not there. Okay, alright, we're gonna escort Robo-Dude correctly this time. Better part of valor. Alright, Robo Bro, I got your back this time. Yay! Nice, we got all that. Okay, and then he gets to live in there forever. So I don't, if I let him out, he hits the laser. But that gets to be his new home forever. Oh, this is where we started. Okay, so maybe we need the D instead. Okay, no more Vox and Grimoire in the chat at the same time. Some sort of catalyzing agent. Is that a Mr. Dude guy, sir? Hello, hello. Okay, finally we have some virtuous, well-behaved chatters. I don't know if that's true. Oh, I see. We can get this console over here. Yeah, there we go. Oh boy, we're getting high rank stuff here. Parasite of the Executioner, level 5. Increase your damage against vulnerable enemies. Yes. Vesta Symbiosis 5. Part of the damage you received gets applied to your Vesta. Yes. Accurate armor. No. I don't want to ever discharge my shields. I don't want to ever discharge anything. Had a great birthday? Oh, tell us. Was it spooky themed by chance? Also, why am I not surprised that Mr. Dude Geyser's birthday is in October? For some reason, that just feels correct. Okay, actually, how do I escape from here? I feel like I'm trapped forever. Song of Horror. I don't know, can't remember if I played that one. Is that like 1 or 2 years old, or is that a much older one? Also, why am I shocked and surprised Mr. Dude Guy Sir would be playing spooky games? How did I get in here? Oh, I crawled, that's right, okay. Okay, let's not die. Okay, that's step 1 to not dying. Nice. Wait, was this your brain and your heart, or the characters? This is an important distinction. Puzzles are scary. Yeah, I've heard that a lot. Like, there's a lot of folks that kind of wish there was a horror genre that would maybe de-emphasize the puzzles. I think a lot of horror games default for that because it's the only way to like slow your progression a bit without combat or action or platforming or anything. My basis for all that is like the frictional games like Penumbra, Amnesia, Soma. I think they had the right mix of kind of passive story intake and puzzles to keep you from going too fast. Brains, that's a detailed heart. What are we buying here? We got future, that's poison. Alright, this is a super bad mix of enemies. Oh boy, no. No. Okay, that's that. That's that. What is this one open? What's this? Okay, so we gotta drop down, but time it with the lasers. Oh my god. This is a bad place to be. Can I duck and roll? Yeah, I guess I can. Okay, this is just too many lasers. There's absolutely no reason for this many lasers. We have you guys. Alright, that was shield damage. We're okay with shield damage. We're okay with huge jumps that go to nowhere. That aren't used conventionally. Yeah, that type of game has a really long history. A lot of the old DOS point-and-click adventures were kind of horror-themed. And that was the gameplay element that they came up with. Like, you know, if you're trapped in an impossible situation and you're not a skilled fighter or anything, then the way you survive is by clever wits. Oh my god, why is everyone tackling me? Okay, my damage is insane. Okay, we got insane damage working for us. And this might be the last console in the area, so... Oh, it's... Really? The final console before the boss, and they give me level 1 common chips. Back of the Star. These are kind of okay if you start with them and build them up, but it's not. So... That's cool, I guess I can just die. So our strategy is going to be to maximize attack speed so that we don't actually have to learn any boss mechanics. How does that work? Let's need to coordinate better, yeah. Have every enemy in the game just show up in the first room and swarm you. We could bump up our damage ability here. You like that one. So his blink dash is fantastic, but I don't think upgrading it really helps much. It adds a little bit to the minor damage, but it's... I think you get the basic effect at like level 1. Alright, so 3, 3, 3, and 5. Alright, so I think as long as we can dodge the big boomy ball, we got it, but... Here we go. Thoughts and prayers. Super glue and a ring. That that comes up in a lot of Japanese like horror action games too. Like Resident Evil and Silent Hill have the weirdest key items. Just have to kind of rub and poke everything. Alright, I'm very nervous because the last time I was here I had 200 HP and still got smushed.
Smooshy, smooshy.
Smooshy, smooshy. Thank you, Bax. Okay, so he's got like super bullet hell first. Oh, and then we've got these. Okay. Shield back, get your shield back. Level up. Now's not the time. Alright, I'm gonna try to save my electricity because I know we want to go nuts on this thing as soon as... I'm pretty sure... Okay. So he's gonna go bonkers bananas as soon as I break this last orb, I think. It's... Let's try to pace ourselves just a little bit. Okay, now I got bouncy ball. And... Oh, he's doing that? Okay. Okay, we got crazy damage. Crazy damage! No, not crazy damage anymore. Okay. Why? This is the new pattern! Why is he doing this? Okay. Okay, and then a crazy damage. No, okay. Bullets, no. Crazy damage, and then go... Like... Super duper dead forever. First try, 0 damage taken, world record speedrun. Easy game for babies. Rub and poke, rub and poke. And this must be the third general guy. It's Sigley. Thank you. My name is Sigley. You were sent by Wanda, right? You made a real mess coming down here, you know. We can finally reach the door to the Great Surface. You're the one last volunteer to the Great Sacrifice. Wait, what's the Great Sacrifice? Wait. What's a Great Sacrifice? I thought I was carrying the plant bud to revitalize the surface. And yeah, they all seem to know more about Wanda's mission than I do. I have concerns. Oh, that's right. Oh, so I guess you get experience points based on how many chips you have. Oh, it's not the unspent ones either. It's just all of them. Oh, no. Level up screen shake. Okay, that was actually really gratifying. Alright, so I have 10 level up points. Here we go. Alright, so blessed character. Alright, so this goes to the rebel base. We're not going there. This is Zach. I managed to understand the mechanism that opens this door. We can now open it. Right, so this is why you have to like kill all the bosses. You can do a different route through the bosses, but you have to kill the harder side ones because that's where these guys get rescued from. By increasing Vesta efficiency of those actuators, I was able to make it move. Everything should work now. With the right tools, the door to the holy surface should open easily. After you. Right tools. Do we have the right tools? The surface. That is a nice glaring light, isn't it? I mean, it doesn't look bad. I mean, it's dusty, but maybe we can take possession of it now. Super Murder Boss. I really admire Grimora's eternal hope. A water balloon that will not be deflated. Achievement unlocked. The Great Surface. Lasers like, yeah. Dear developers, the lasers don't cause nearly as much damage as they should. Italian, please. So this is how Halili says congratulations. Is giving me damn money. Wait, where are these developers from? I don't recognize their names. Oh man, that's fantastic though. Like I'm continually astonished by these games that are fairly polished and pretty awesome, and like nobody's ever played them. Llama Hat Fund? Is there a Llama Hat Fund? Vive la Quebec. Oh, is it from Quebec? Fantastic. Okay.